Hello and welcome to this edition of What's New with ULIMI Reach. In today's video, we're going to be talking about two new features, one being dynamic survey branching, the other being dynamic responses based on the answers that have been provided. And I'll get into those sound a little weird and complicated, that's fine, but I'll go ahead and show you what I'm talking about with one of our kind of sample surveys here. All right, so this is one of our daily health assessments that we use. So from here, we've got options. You can change what kind of question, what type of question, what the title, answers are. All that's good. You're probably familiar with that. What's new is you can now say, all right, so if to this "where are you working from" question, if somebody responds remotely, we can go over here to this drop down right here, click it. And if at that point we want the survey to end, we can just say, hey, if they're working remotely, that's all they need to say. So we don't really care about the rest of their responses. Just go ahead and go to the submission page. So that's one thing. So, and of course you can do end of survey, or you can say, hey, jump down just like past the symptom questions and stuff, maybe to, something else that might be relevant even to people working remotely. Or, you can have it just set up to where it goes to the next question. You don't have to use this. It's, of course, by default set to next question, unless you decide to change that. So that's what we mean by dynamic branching. So kind of being able to map the route that you want the survey taker to go down. All right. And then from there, what you're also probably familiar with at this point is how we have certain responses flagged as either negative. So like they'll end up in the report as somebody that's kind of at risk or in their own category. But what is new with this update is the ability to come down here to this advanced configuration. And then we have the ability to change what the message is that survey taker receives when they submit their survey. If they've responded, you can customize the positive message like, hey, thanks for your time. Contact HR with any questions. So that might be, not necessarily much of a action kind of message. Whereas, if somebody's responded negative, at risk or anything like that, you can say, please contact HR, or please do not come into the facility today and contact HR as soon as possible. So you're able to give a little bit better a better response when somebody submits their survey, kind of telling them what is going on, what their next steps should be after they've completed it based on how they've responded. So that's just kind of a quick rundown of two of these new features. Pretty cool stuff that we like to use our imagination and see how it can better enhance the user experience. So yeah, feel free to let us know what you think and take it for a spin. All right, thank you very much.